I love seafood and I love pasta. So one of my favorite dishes of all time has to be a seafood pasta called Frutti di Mare. Fruits of the sea or bounty of the sea. That's a sexy name, isn't it? And that's what we're cooking today. And you are gonna love it. Let's cook. There are seafood dishes all over Italy. Marinara, pescatori, and obviously Frutti di Mare. Some have tomato, some don't. Today we're using tomatoes, and they're mostly done with shellfish because fish will just break apart as you toss the pasta. And I'm cooking all the ingredients separately and then mixing them together at the end. So everything will be cooked perfectly. First, let's get organized. The French call this mise en place, and all mise en place is having all the ingredients and the tools that you need right in front of you. Cooking is always about ingredients, time, and temperature, and that is why it's so important to always choose the best ingredients. Okay, so let's prep all the ingredients and we're gonna put them in what we call a conga line, which is just the order in which you're gonna use them in your recipe. Remember, mise en place is less stress. Now we'll prep all the ingredients and put them in our conga line. Let's prep. And now it's time for shoutouts. These are the people that are cooking our food, taking pictures, and letting us know about it. Tyler, you should try that one day. Luis Saher made the chupino, and Kathy made the chicken steak and the Israeli salad. I think she's one dish away from batting 1,000. Guys, the dishes are looking amazing. We are so excited about seeing you cooking. Keep them coming. And make sure you participate on our Drive to 1,000 subs giveaway. We are giving one of the best chef knives around. Look at this. I have a studio audience. Can you say ooh? Ooh. Can you say ah? Ah. It is incredibly well balanced and it's beautiful to look at. Yes, wow. And this can be yours. You'll find a link to participate on the description below. Get one. Okay, we're ready to go. The water for the pasta is boiling and I'm also boiling the shells. Again, this is optional for you, but it is great to do a little stock with that, which we're gonna add to the tomato sauce. Olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. Onion, I'm using red onion. You can use white if you have it. Celery. See, I cut it very fine, so you don't want big chunks of celery in your sauce. We're gonna cook this down for about 4 to 5 minutes. We just want things to get fragrant and translucent. Okay, so this has been cooking down. Remember, this is not quite a sofrito. A sofrito also includes carrots. We're not doing that because we don't want the tomato sauce to be overly sweet. Now we're gonna add garlic. I'm looking for a recipe without garlic to do it in honor of my friend Diane. I'll find one. And a pinch of pepperoncini. Now we're gonna add the tomatoes. Woo! Nice. So we're gonna lower the heat and cook this down about 15 minutes. So while this is happening, we're doing everything else. So this is really not a complicated dish and it doesn't take a long time. It's just that we're doing different things at the same time. I'm moving this one to that side of the stove so I can do something else here now. We're gonna steam the shellfish the clams and the mussels. Got some olive oil. I'm gonna add one whole garlic. I'm gonna add the mussels. I'm gonna add some wine and just close the lid. So the wine is gonna help you create steam in there, and it's gonna take about 3 to 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes for all the shells to open. At the moment they open, they're done. Now they're gonna drain a lot of liquid, some clam juice and mussel juice. We're gonna use that. Do not throw that away. Also, while this is cooking, you wanna make sure that you tend to your tomato. Add a pinch of salt. We're gonna correct the seasoning later. If the tomato sauce starts to dry out a little bit, just add some water. If your pan is not big enough, you can make sure to grab it every so often and just shake it. So the ones at the bottom come to the top and so forth. It's gonna be about 3 minutes. Okay, it's been barely 3 minutes. And they're nice and open. There's a lot of juice down there and smells of the sea. Those that didn't open, you just throw them away. Okay, we're gonna take out the shellfish and then we're gonna filter that juice and add it to the tomato sauce. Remember the shrimp shells? Whew, man. What I did is I lined this strainer with some paper towel. What we're doing is we're filtering extra debris that we couldn't catch before. We get this beautiful, delicious juice. Poseidon sent it to me. We're gonna add it to the tomato sauce. Oh, look at that. This is actually illegal in some states. We have this pan going, olive oil. Gently sear the shrimp for about a minute. Let's go. I had to clean this one. It came with the shell. You have to devein it. And it's better to buy it with the shell because you can use it for the stock. But you don't have to. You can buy it shelled and deveined. I'm using a little bit of salt here. We are using jumbo shrimp here. So you can go all out like we did. That's it. Maybe a minute. Because this is gonna keep on cooking in the tomato sauce once we put it in there. We just wanted to add a little bit extra flavor. In cooking, the more you can stack flavors on top of each other, better tasting your food and more complex flavors you're gonna get. This is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. You see that? That's called the fond. We cannot let that go to waste. So I'm gonna add some water in here. And you are gonna scrape all the bottom here, all the fond. And guess what we're gonna do with that? Dump it right into the tomato sauce. Look at this, look at the color of that. Okay, it's time to add the pasta to the water. The water has salt. You want it to be salty, not like the sea salty, that's probably too much. Two things here. Do not use oil in the water. And a lot of people say to do that, and I was trained that way when I was young. The reason why you don't do that is, yes, the pasta strands are not gonna stick to each other. That is true. And for that same reason, the sauce is not gonna stick to the pasta. The ultimate goal is for the sauce to stick to the pasta. Which brings me to the next point. You need to use good pasta. And a good artisanal Italian type pasta is gonna be very porous. Because of two things. They extrude the pasta, and I think that's a word, through bronze dies or machines, right? And that makes it porous. And the other thing is that they dry the pasta out. They let it dry for at least 24 hours, maybe 36 hours or even more. In one of my first episodes, I told you to use Barilla. Scratch that. I want you to use the Cecco or something similar. And it's gonna say here, slow dried, and it says bronze drawn texture. That is what you're looking for. I have another one here, let me show you. You can find this one at Publix or Whole Foods, even Walmart. It's just that you're gonna have to pay a little bit more, maybe twice as much. I found this one at Whole Foods on sale, 2 for $4. It's only $2. Normally you have to pay $2.50, whereas Barilla you may pay $1.50, but it's worth the difference. Cooking time, 12 minutes, and it says al dente 10 minutes. In Italy, all pasta is consumed al dente. Literally translates to the tooth. The pasta needs to have a bite to it. So what we're gonna do here then is take it out, not at 10 minutes, but at 8 minutes, because we're gonna finish cooking it inside the tomato sauce. And that is one of the key tricks for great pasta. Okay, we're about done with the pasta here, so taste for salt. Just about right. Add a little bit more parsley. Some, not all, because you want a lot of that at the end for freshness. I'm using linguine here. Linguine is a little bit, it's like a small fettuccine type pasta. It's right undercooked. So we're gonna start putting it just like that. Don't mind the water, because that's actually another trick. You always want to use some of that pasta water because it's starchy. So this is the whole packet. This could be maybe for 2 Sebastians, 3 hungry people, 4 normal people, and 6 I'm watching my figure kind of people. The heat is on here. So we're actually cooking the pasta in the sauce. You know what? I didn't add pepper, so I'm gonna do that now. Some black pepper. A little bit more parsley. You see how the sauce is coating the pasta? Okay, so now we're gonna add all the seafood. In goes the shrimp. That's a little bit of juice in there also. And this looks amazing already. I'm going with the shells. A little bit more parsley. Okay, we're ready to plate. Finally, my favorite moment. I'm going in, baby. Nice. This shrimp is so good. Some clam. Oh. Salty. Taste of the sea. Now I may have a mussel. I've been doing so little exercise that I think this is the only way I'm gonna get mussels. Is this legal in Italy? A little bit more. You need to get everything. Oh, sole mio. Mamma mia. This is unbelievable. Let me wash this down. Some rosé wine. It's perfect. It's fruity. It's acidic. I was trying to find an Italian rosé because this is so coast, so Mediterranean. Couldn't find one. So this is California. You know Francis Ford Coppola, the movie guy? Well, he makes wines too. This is called Sophia, like his daughter. Beautiful bottle. I think it's just great. You know what? I'm gonna call Joanna for tasting. Come, Joey. Right on time.
So I bring my wine. Bring your own wine. I'm always hungry at this time after watching him eat.
Make it on my side.
So delicious. Very nice. The shrimp, huge.
Jumbo. It's huge. But it's nice.
Very nice. It's perfectly cooked. The flavors are delicious. Very seafoody.
Seafood.
Can't wait.
Tell me it doesn't taste like the sea.
Yummy dance? Like my daughter Isa would say, So good. Let me have it with the wine now.
This one is so light and so summery. think it's great with that. You can imagine yourself at some beach in Italy, somewhere. You can invite some friends.
I know, right? So let's invite Michael and Lisa Chafin. Come over here.
Hey guys.
Hi guys. Look
High five.
at this. Thanks for
High five.
seeing us.
Oh,
All right.
thanks for coming.
Thank you.
All right.
So
Michael,
happy to have you.
you
I
need to
just in
stand
the
over there
kitchen.
as far away from me as possible. I don't want people to know I'm so short. Okay, no, you can stand. You can stand. Dig right in. You can.
Ooh,
You guys are from the coast,
that.
right?
Right, so
from
we're
Maine.
You're
we're
from
into
Maine.
the seafood.
Yeah, so just go ahead and
Flavors.
get in, man. Just
me
get
that- give me that
closer to
clam.
that.
Get napkins.
Mmm. That is good.
I understand why you did that with the pasta now.
Yeah.
With the sauce getting on the pasta. I'm used
Yeah.
to it sliding up, and now I love that tip that you shared. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna join you guys because it's so good.
It's delicious.
Unbelievable. That shrimp is really nice.
That shrimp is really good.
Really nice.
It's so good. And I think seafood pasta you can add.
You can add all kinds of things that you want. Everything. I mean, any shellfish.
Baby scallops, I can
Oh,
see them here.
Scallops and
Yeah,
scallops
that'd
are
be
great.
You
fantastic.
can do any one of those things.
Try with the wine now, guys.
Oh, yeah.
And refreshing, very light and fruity.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, dear friends.
Delicious.
So
Good job,
excited to have you here.
Thank you.
They're actually really good friends of ours and fans of the show, and
Yes.
always so supportive. So we love having them here.
Thanks for having
Thank
us,
you.
guys. Appreciate
Awesome,
it.
guys.
And we're neighbors,
And we're
We're
neighbors.
neighbors.
Yes.
That's good.
almost,
I'm gonna
right?
try one more time. How about you?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try one some.
Go for some more.
Can't wait for my son to go home and cook this for us.
My son to go home.
Your son Tyler, he's been here. He's into cooking and he's been watching. He watches all kinds of cooking
18
shows.
recipes.
You're gonna binge watch
All of
our
them.
show.
Yeah,
All of them.
So
that
fun.
little clam in here.
I love it when I see young people cooking. My daughter loves to cook, and she's done a lot of the recipes for her friends at college. So.
I love it. This is like
Nobody cooked
Fine
like this for us in
dining.
college.
No,
no.
I know. That's why her friends love her.
I bet.
Yeah.
Totally, your friends. They flock to her house.
I bet.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I did.
Food is actually about this
It is.
community, friendship.
I think you should try.
And the presentation, just honestly, the way it all comes together, I've never been able to do that. But I've now watched you, and I'm going to take all these
You
tips.
know how to do it now.
Now I know what to do.
All right.
Lisa, you have to do it.
I will do it.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Challenge.
Yep.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
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 Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Guys, listen. 4 things. Subscribe, hit like, share with your friends, and
Cook it.
cook it. You need to cook it, right? They saw it. You guys are gonna cook it, right?
Absolutely.
You need to practice. I'm telling you. I mean, this is just. You don't even have to go to a restaurant now. Restaurants are closed, and it's all an inconvenience. You can do this at home. I'm telling you, family's gonna love it. It's great, and you can have friends over without a mask.
That's true.
We were social distancing before, and so I checked their temperature, and they're cool.
Good to go.
They're good to go. Guys, come back next week. Next week, we're going to China. We are cooking Cantonese steamed fish. Oh, so simple and so delicious. You are gonna love it. Come back to see us.